So we'll move to our next segment where it is about your social media presence and the freedom associated and the validation aspect as well. We will talk.
Well, I pretty much use social media only for fun, reel scrolling and all,
Mm.
not for other things.
Yeah, just
But
for entertainment.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
like I've never posted as much or anything like that, so it's not as
No, it's okay.
So I think I do use social media a lot. It is like a daily routine. I think I spend more than an hour on Instagram itself.
Okay.
So because of my doom scrolling that I do on reels. So that is something, and I do follow my parents. They are pretty much aware of whatever I'm posting on social
Mm.
media. And I think my mother is the one who encourages me to post more and
hmm.
more. Yeah, my mother.
Her mother is really supportive.
Hi everyone. So today's podcast is basically about the Gen Z who are like very common. हम उनके बारे में हमेशा बात करते रहते हैं कि उनका views हमसे match नहीं करता. They are not professional. So let's take a different view and hear from the Gen Z. So we have Gunjan and we have Amrita. So they are 19 and 20 by their age. So we'll directly move towards them now. So hi Gunjan, hi Amrita. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, hello. We are good. How are you?
I'm good. So, like a general perspective, right? So, everyone has about you guys is like, you guys are not professional. So, when I'm saying you, it is Gen Z in the whole episode that I'll be mentioning. So they usually treat like even the corporates when we go. So they
Yeah.
are like, we don't want your generation people because they see, they're very volatile. They tend to resign just like that, and they
Yeah.
think more about themselves. So how is it different? How do you guys think about it?
I think it's more because of like our generation has a support system, and the support system is of course the family we have. Like I think the older generations, they were more like they were more hustling. I feel like
Hmm.
because उन लोग को they wanted to get out of where they were. Like if you ask me personally, like I will talk about myself in this situation. If you ask me if I want to leave Mumbai, I wouldn't want to leave Mumbai. But if you ask the same question to my dad when he was my age, तो उनको अपना वो गांव छोड़ के आना था to
हाँ.
do something else, to do something that not everyone could do. ऐसा. So I think that was something. And if you ask me, because I think we already have been in this comfort that we were born into, so I think that is something. That is what I think how it is.
Yeah, I mean, we can take an example of me, my dad. So, my dad didn't have much support. He was doing
Mhm.
all of it on his own. And as for me, my dad is supporting, like, he's very supportive. And till now, I've seen him struggle and all. So, I think no matter how we were grown up and how they were grown up. So,
Okay. So is it like you guys say no to hustle culture, or is it like a balance kind of a scenario you look at in life,
I would
even if it
say,
is work or say social presence or whatever in that way?
I would say our parents were more like, we have to work and work and work. But for us, it's like a balance that you have to balance your work life and social life as well. So
Yeah.
that's
I think it is more like we. It's not like that we don't want to hustle, but अभी क्या है कि we consider all the fields. मतलब अभी if I have the liberty to follow my passion, ऐसा कह
Right.
सकते हैं.
The
But I
career
don't.
options are basically
yeah,
more.
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
So I don't think our parents' ka generation had that liberty. Like if they wanted to do something good, तो या तो डॉक्टर बनो या तो इंजीनियर बनो
That's
या तो कुछ
typical.
ऐसा ही करो. वही suppose I'm a commerce student, so I don't think अगर मेरे पापा कॉमर्स लेते तो मतलब उनको सेम ये मतलब you know how it is
And
like
there was a little
yeah.
There was a
differentiation.
much different
Yeah,
view
and
back
they used to
then.
say, ठीक है science लिया है, might be an intelligent
Yeah.
category, but that's not the
Other
scenario
than
now.
science, if you pick something else, they'll be like, "What are you doing? This is not gonna take you anywhere."
Yeah. So since you talked about your parents, like what is a daily conflict on the thought process and the mentality that you guys have?
Um,
I
Like
think we are
which
more
you're like
open.
constantly trying to make them understand, this is not
Yeah.
how it is.
I think we are more open than them. They have like a mindset which is very according to them itself. They don't think about anything else other than them. I
Hmm.
think that.
Hmm.
And for us, we think about everything. Like, of course, we are more emotionally mature. I
Mhm.
won't say mature exactly, but we're more emotionally open than them. So it has a very big difference between Gen Z and
Yeah, I think that we have a broader perspective of everything. Well,
Mhm.
I think they are scared of what bad can happen to us, and we are on the optimism side. Like we are more optimistic about, yeah, let's see, let's do it. क्या
Mhm.
ही हो जाएगा, and they think कि कुछ हो गया तो क्या होगा, मतलब about every little thing you can, मतलब अगर मैं अभी बाहर गई तो my mom just called me अभी भी she was like कि कहाँ है, पहुंची तो सही ना, like she knows that I travel every day, so I
Mhm.
can, मतलब, so that I think this is the small डर which they have, fear कि क्या हो, कुछ हो जाए, and we have to
Mhm.
constantly be like कि नहीं कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, it's okay, it happens.
Like that's a, I think, a mixture of both, care and, the generation change that they are seeing, the fast growth everyone has, and the clarity also that also scares them.
Yeah.
So recently when I was traveling in a bus, so I heard like couple of Gen Z talking about, so one of the guy who was there, his parents were into some extramarital affair and things like that.
Oh.
So he was, and the other person also had some issues, so they were discussing. So this guy, it looked to me like they were just consoling each other, but they were vulnerable inside.
Hmm.
So I don't know, is that the case that the exterior which you guys show is very tough and carefree, but the interior is really soft, sad?
Yeah, I think everyone has that
yeah.
Hmm.
personality. मतलब, no one would want to be so emotional and
Hmm.
vulnerable, yeah, fragile in front of others. Na? मतलब, I
Right.
think they have some, I think, comfort people जिसके सामने they can be
Hmm.
themselves. But I think not in front of everyone you can be like that. Na?
Yes, yeah.
I think it's important that you show your vulnerable side sometimes, because otherwise sorry, otherwise it will be tough for you itself.
Right.
Like, I have told many things to her because only she knows what's going inside of me, and I think vice versa also it's the
Yeah,
same.
Right.
more of
So, like, friendship does play a very important role, which I
Very
could say,
important.
because I've seen a lot of, I don't remember. So I'm like 32. I don't remember me going so much out in the, like, with friends or, hanging out and, even vocally saying, that I am gonna vouch for my friend in front of my
Yeah.
parents.
yeah.
But I don't see that in Gen Z, right? So they are
Hmm.
very pro friend. So that's what I can see, and they hang out a lot, they enjoy life, right? So what inspires you to do that? Do you think, it's the time and I'm young and then I should explore everything, or is it the same mentality that you do not find at the other place, and then, try to sync up with the same level of people and enjoy your life? How is it?
I think it's because of our parents. Matlab, I've seen my parents not enjoy life as much as we are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
always say that focus on your studies, focus on your career, then you'll be able to enjoy. But now I see my parents, they're not able to enjoy at all because they have a lot of work to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it is important that when you have life,
You
when
have
you
the
have the time,
responsibility.
yeah, when you have time, you should enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
as simple. मतलब इतना क्यों स्ट्रेस लेना है हर चीज में,
Right. So see,
काम भी करो एंड
right.
एंजॉय भी करो.
Parents ka to I can understand. See, they are like, I think, two to three generation, behind us, and I understand. But how about millennials? How do you like really catch up with them? Do they get you, or do you guys get them? How is it?
Yeah, I'll tell you a story. So I'm very close to my mamas.
Hmm.
Whenever I go to my native place,
Hmm.
I'm very close to my mamas. They are all millennials. I tell them everything. So I have this thing that I don't differentiate as such, but I can gel up with them pretty easily. So I have a
Oh.
very good relation.
But what difference do you see in like Gen Z and millennial?
I think one thing is that they are very critical of Gen Z. They think that we
Yeah.
are very much immature.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because we are showing more of emotions, they think that we are
Yeah.
very immature. They'll say that you don't do any work. By
Hmm.
any work, they mean that you're not overworking yourself.
Right. Huh.
Yeah.
And for them, overworking is like working. So if
Yeah.
you're not doing something according to them, they'll be like, say, you're so lazy, you're not doing anything. Well, it's a case.
So we'll move to our next segment where it is about your social media presence and the freedom associated, and the validation aspect as well we will talk, because I see a lot of people trying to get their validation. They portray something else on the internet, but they are something else in real.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And with so many filters coming in, I've seen scenarios, the person themselves are not what we saw, right? So a
Yeah.
scenario like that. So I would like to understand a little bit on how much are you present on internet?
Mm-hmm.
What is the time spent that you do? Are you guys following your parents? Are they following your parents? Are they getting 100% visibility on your profile? So how's it?
Well, I pretty much use social media only for fun, reel scrolling and all, not for other things.
Yeah, just
But
for entertainment.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
like I've never posted as much or anything like that, so it's not as.
No, it's okay.
So I think I do use social media a lot. It is like a daily routine. I think I spend more than an hour on Instagram itself. So because of my doom scrolling that I do on reels. So that is something, and I do follow my parents. They are pretty much aware of whatever I'm posting on social media. And I think my mother is the one who encourages me to post more and
Hmm.
more. Yeah, my mother.
Her mother is really supportive.
Yeah, so my mom keeps on telling me, "ये post कर, post this. I want you to post this," and I'm like, "No, no, no, please, I don't want to post this. Don't ask me to post this."
I think she also made her account public because of that specific reason. Her mom
Yeah,
was like कि post and reach ज़्यादा बढ़ा अच्छा लगेगा ऐसे ऐसे
yeah,
करके
she
कि
wants me to
it's
create
nice.
content. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm being.
So, like, from the profession perspective, so you guys definitely do not have those obvious choices of, being a doctor or engineer. So, what is that you see is trending among your friends? Because I see, everyone also being an influencer, right? So, we see
Hmm.
luxury influencers, then we see, someone is coming, they do a lot of clothing, brand. So, like, among your friend group, do you see a different thought process? Or how is it on the career approach perspective? Or what is their thought on that front?
I have few friends who are more like कि I want to be an influencer, and she does post a lot.
Mm.
Like she is like, I want to be a beauty influencer. I want to do this, that, and others I've seen that they want to get like a hustle life. Like they don't want to do something that is trending. They want to do something that they want.
Mm.
And others they're like, he influencer life is so good. And also I think social media does affect a lot of mindset according to their own thought.
Yeah, that's right. But who are you talking about? Sorry, I want to know. I know all of her friends. Okay.
She would definitely not
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
We'll take that offline
Yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so that's that. And then, so do you like guys seek validation from social media, like those likes, those comments on your reels that you're posting? Does it like make you really feel good about it, or it doesn't affect you? How is it?
I'll be very honest. It does affect. Like to be very honest. Like if I post something, I know that my friends are always there. Like I say, my friends comment kuch bhi on my post, like, oh my god, you are a goddess, I will die for you. But they will act like those ashik divanas, okay, in my comment section. So agar ek bhi
I've heard
friend
of
nahi,
them.
yeah, she does that. Ki, oh my god, so beautiful. So if I don't get that comment, I would be like, oh, what happened? Matlab, I'm just saying as a friendship perspective. So I don't really
It
care
is
about
true.
anyone else.
Hmm.
But yeah, the people we know we are close to, if they don't, we actually, I think I see the validation key. Yeah, you tell me it's just
And
good
even
enough.
if you're like not seeing a validation, but like for me, it's like it's very important, that one person is he
That
Yeah, yeah,
one
looking at
yeah.
my
person.
post? Did he
Yes.
reply to it? And if
Yeah.
he had like we stay in the same house, but then I still go, did you see my post?
Yes,
Is
Yeah.
that
yes,
important,
yes,
right? So
that does happen. But
yeah,
it's more like that person that he is or she is going to support you. And if
right.
they don't, then you'll be like, what happened all of a sudden? Why
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's
they
like an
doing that?
entire world building
Yes,
around it,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So
So
yeah,
I think sorry.
no.
So I think not everyone's validation really matter, but I think the close ones, jinse we expect
Hmm.
right,
that,
right.
yeah, so that
It
matters.
does,
It
yeah.
does, right? Yeah. So that close one. Then we'll move to the next section wherein we'll talk about love and relationship and
Yeah,
ghosting and not whatever situationship, the culture and the terms used, right?
yeah.
So so are you like Do you guys like think of marriage as the ultimatum and you want it, or is it there a certain age when you want it, or is it a living relationship that is okay to you? How is the thought process around your generation now?
I think
I
you should
won't
be
talk
the one
about my
answering.
generation, but it's been like I've thought different things at different ages. When I was a child, I was like, I don't want to marry.
Mhm.
I am not going to do anything related to love, relationship. Then after that, I was like, okay, if I get the person, I'll do a living, but I'll not marry them.
Mhm.
Well, I
Yeah.
was like, if I get the person, then I'll marry. But first, financially independence is important. Well, my mother has raised me ki you have to be independent, or else
Yeah.
you're not getting married. That is what I have as a mindset. But yeah, it matters on the person you are going to marry, I think.
Yeah.
And how about your Gunjan?
For me, actually, I would want to get married someday.
Mhm.
Like, like I think, yeah. If even if it's late, then but yeah, I would want to get married.
But is it going to be a like? Do you guys prefer? Not prefer, but see, eventually anything can happen. But then, is it a love marriage or arranged marriage kind of a setup you guys like?
You answer that first.
Love marriage, of course.
Okay.
Arranged marriage for me is very scary. Like, just imagine all of a sudden a new person comes and you have to spend the whole life with them. It's a
But
very weird
you
concept,
can
in my
get
opinion.
time with that person before you
Yes,
get married.
I understand, but love marriage is something that
Yeah,
you are
it does
getting your
not seem
comfort. Well,
natural.
I recently just attended a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
like मेरी बुआ
Yeah.
की जो बेटी है वो, and they have been dating, I think, pretty much long and all. And she never told anyone. Before that, she was like, I don't want to marry and all
Mm-hmm.
that. She was focusing on her career, according to her, but we
But
knew.
then something is
Yeah,
going
we
on.
knew. And all of a sudden, she's like, okay, I'm ready to marry, I'm ready to settle now. She is like financially dependent, well, independent, sorry.
Mhm.
And now she is marrying the love of life. So it's a win win situation. So I want to become like her.
Yeah. See,
Yours.
I'll be very honest. I don't have anyone right now. So if you ask me right now, if I have no one, then I have to do arranged marriage at some age.
But what if you
Yeah.
find someone
Yeah,
and
then of course that person only.
so
If I
see,
get someone.
you guys are gonna be rigid, right? Like, so this is the person I love and what may be, right?
Yeah, if I get the person, I don't. Yeah, if she gets the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we get the person, then yeah, we will be rigid, and I think we have that kind of environment in our family. Yeah, our parents would also understand. कि ठीक
Yeah,
है.
they will support us no matter what.
Yeah.
So like, do you have anyone in your friend circle who's like their real life is like Instagram life is different, social media life is different, but then there's something else because I know a couple of people whose like parents are really, I would say, organic,
Mhm.
raw,
Mm.
and they do not know much. But then the kids come up something else,
Yeah.
Hmm.
like completely something else, right? That then one day they tend to find out them through some reel or some
Mm.
Instagram feed, and then it's a complete chaos.
Yeah.
So have you like come across someone like that?
I've seen
Yeah.
a friend of hers like that. She वो लड़की फेसबुक
ऐसे करके बोला don't even.
मतलब it was
Did you
like
say?
अरे all of a sudden we was talking a mom and then उसका photo आ गया and you were like see her.
Oh
She was
yeah.
such
Oh
a
my
catfish. मतलब
god.
don't trust
Yes,
social
yes,
media.
yes.
That's all I will
Yeah.
say.
She uses so much filters, I'm telling you. Yeah. Sorry, I think you.
No, no, that's okay. See, using a filter is something, but
I mean
then
it's okay, but you have to show your real
real
self
self
now.
as well sound. I'm not saying see that one small filter is not good, but
Yeah.
then I see that nose correction, that
Yeah,
Hmm,
cheekbone has
that
to
exactly.
is
be
very
Yeah.
make me
Jawline अचानक से
jawline
आना.
I gotta make me
Your
50%
face all
slimmer. So
yeah.
that's the kind of prompt that there are people who give and then you
But
get something else.
I think I don't think so. A lot of people do that
Mhm.
nowadays because it was much more trending back then. I've
Yeah.
seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that, but now,
Like even the makeup trends right now,
Mhm.
people go for dewy look,
Yeah.
natural looking look. Abhi 10 years ago, the dramatic eye wala thing was in trend. Bold lips,
Mm,
bold eyes. Abhi people offer us
Like us with a
naturally.
certain
clean girl
Yeah,
aesthetic.
yeah, clean girl aesthetic, right?
Yeah.
so,
So trends change, people change, everything changes over time.
Yeah.
so like do you guys have like say beauty standards in your mind? Like when it comes to your partner or the person you are dating, is it the mind that you get in relationship with, or is it the beauty? Is it a combination? How is it?
I think it depends
It is a
on,
combination for you, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. I think even
Matlab,
for me, like,
even for me, it should be like you have a good personality, you also have the looks matching it. It
Mm.
shouldn't be like personality अच्छी है but looks एकदम,
Mm.
you know, I
I
won't
think,
say I'm not shaming anything, but I'm just like you should be a good person overall
Right.
for me.
I think for me, looks, I don't know, looks, I won't comment on looks, but I think for me, the person should be ambitious enough and should have a likely mindset like
Yes,
me.
being an
And
ambitious person is very
Very
important.
yeah,
important.
ambitious
And
and
what
kind.
if like he is into all that hustle culture
Yeah,
and
it is fine. It is good,
it
no?
is
It is
good.
very good.
Yeah, that he's
Yes.
occupied. He's not into bad habits. Yeah,
Yes.
be occupied.
Even our parents will approve then.
Yeah,
Okay.
parents would
So
approve.
guys with hustle culture is okay, but
Yeah.
personally, like you like a balance of it, right? So
Yeah, good if balanced, but not not ऐसे not a bad scenario if the person does not मतलब, meet the beauty standard. I don't have such standards.
mm,
For me, I think it is. But yeah, I would want the person to be taller than me.
okay.
That's it. I think that's the beauty, only beauty standard I have. Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Yeah.
So how I mean I keep hearing a lot of the word situationship and
Oh.
and I do not understand that. Maybe I understand relationship breakup, heartbreaks. I understand cheating. Maybe I understand that someone just is not into you. So these are the terms I understand, but I do not understand situationship. So would like to understand a little bit on that.
Yeah, I think situationships. I have never been into one, and even she has
Even
not.
I haven't.
You would be shocked to know that we are completely against this situationship.
But how is it like your friends around you? Like you must be
I
seeing
don't.
what is it that they define it for me.
You do everything which a couple does,
Okay.
basically. Whatever
But you're
you do
not
in it.
committed,
Yeah, you can see other people. You have the liberty to see other people.
which is completely stupid in my opinion.
Yeah,
Because what
completely
are you
stupid.
even doing? Like
Yeah.
you're wasting your time and your other person's times as well. And
Yeah. And you basically both are like attached. So what's the
hmm,
point? You are attached but not committed. So that is complete bullshit.
I would not like to talk about the men part of it, but for women, especially when I see this, I understand that, once you share your body or you're in kind of a relationship, intimacy and everything, so body remembers. And it's for women, it's first, it is completely emotional involvement. And then you get into the other stuff, which is like emotions play a very, very larger chunk in this whole scenario. But then with all this situationship and everything, I know you guys are like little awkward.
No,
But
it's
then,
fine.
but with this, like, I don't get it, yeah. I mean, I really
Same,
don't get
same.
actually.
it.
Like,
The thing is, I've recently discovered, like from a senior, that dating relationship is completely different.
yeah, dating and
Like
relationships
I
are.
was shocked. I'm telling you, I was shocked. A relationship is when two people are with each other, seeing each other, and they fully committed. And dating is just going out with the person, before relationship
Going
wala
on
phase,
dates.
going on dates. And I was like shocked because I thought that dating and relationship
And
is
where
the
does
same.
live-in come in then in between all this derivation?
Live-in is
When
more
you don't
like,
want to get married,
yes,
but yeah,
you're
want
living
to.
together. Like,
Yeah.
that premarital phase,
So
or
it's
else
a testing phase, right? But then see how much it will be, like a year and a half.
some people don't
But
want to
then they
marry.
Yeah, there are
but then
people.
you can pretend, right? 1.5 year you have to be just nice, right? And then you can be cranky later.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
that
can just
that will actually
pretend.
happen.
Why?
Right. But I think it is actually important, not important actually, but matlab, living is somewhere beneficial. But there are so many people, like it is their preference. People who don't see marriage as an option. They do, like, even in their 40s and 50s, people do opt for
Live-in.
live-in.
That I understand. Like say your family is like completely against you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there is like a say all religion and everything coming in, and
Hmm.
then you cannot get married, then but then you stay
Yeah, I
together.
think because
Live
they
in is
see,
the only option then.
yeah, I think because they see marriage as a legal commitment, not even as a commitment. They want to stay committed, so they're like, "ठीक है," like, but that's what they're not sure about each other. That's my opinion.
But don't you think like if not getting into marriage, right? But then you still have that little space, social space left for the person. Like you still can have and explore people. But marriage, I don't think. See, marriage doesn't guarantee you like say lifelong of togetherness, which I understand. But then somewhere I think it does as well. Like a little guarantee you
Yes,
Yeah,
get.
yes.
exactly.
Marriage is
Yeah,
legal. It is something that
you're
is
legally bounded to
bonding.
that
Yes,
person.
bonding you for life. And
Yeah.
even your parents know about it. Your whole
I think there are many people to resolve your issues. That is something I think we live in right here. You only both are there, and maybe your couple of friends is like just suggesting, "I ye kar lo, wo kar lo," but then no one is like very adamant. But like here, I think in marriage, right, everyone tries to they'll ask you to behold the marriage. ठीक है अच्छा नहीं चल रहा
There's no way out. No, not
yes.
no way out, but there is a very small way
little
out.
repair. I think वो वहाँ पे एक repair का option है. इधर नहीं है. I've seen people like 10 years dating and I'm not getting
Yeah.
I
married.
have seen
Yes,
this.
Marrying
same,
someone
same.
else.
Yeah, that is actually sad.
Like very sadly, you're spending time with someone for such a long period, and all of a sudden you're just with someone
And
else.
that frame also gets concrete, right? You know a person you'll got into a kind of similar habit and everything, and then you'll have to just replace that frame,
Hmm.
get someone else. Now everything on a restart mode.
Restart.
But there is also a different aspect to it because sometimes the relationships which break after such a long period of time, मतलब बहुत लोग के case में it happens when the relationship becomes so toxic now that they can't even stand each other. I've seen
I
such
think that is something which
yeah.
and especially in a toxic marriage, if you have a kid,
Yeah, that is worse. Yeah, bad, really bad.
Hmm.
so I think I really took like 5 years ahead, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get back to you from the career options we discussed, right? Relationship goals we discussed. Now, it is that what is that from the society perspective you would like to address, and what is that one thought or one message you want to pass on to society and say, this is what you guys aspire for. This is what is your thought, your opinion on the society. So I would like to hear from both of you on that.
You start.
You start.
Okay, I will start there. So I think with time, the society is, somewhere becoming a bit chill with time, I think. They are not itna bhi, because I think everyone is ambitious. Almost, not everyone, like, so many people are more ambitious the last two generations. Like, people are becoming more ambitious day by day. So they really don't care what is actually happening the next door. Matlab, pehle, compared to how it was back then. Like, I'm talking about 30, 40 years ago. So people are really more concerned about their lives now. They are a bit less worried about कि अच्छा मेरे पड़ोसी के घर पे क्या चल रहा है.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think
Especially in metros.
yeah,
Yes.
They don't even
Care what you're
care.
doing.
And I
yeah,
think that freedom is there. But in
Yeah.
smaller towns still there. That they will be worried or somewhere in a common place. Some talks about you would be going and they'll be, discussing
the
that.
best example I would be when we go to our native place. I don't get out of my house without my father or my brothers or my parents' mother. I don't get out because matlab, it is weird for me to just go out and people would be staring at me. But it's
Hmm.
fine. But I have the liberty here. I can come home late if my parents are informed earlier. I can come home late because they have this like, "Ki, acha, theek hai, wherever she is, I know where she
You're
is."
informed, at least you know where she is, right? So I think safety wise also, like, metro cities are like better.
Very much. I've seen reels where people are doing get ready with me and then doing whatever they want and people don't care about it, which is a
In
very good
public,
thing
yeah.
because back then it was more like what is she doing, what is he doing? Like, people were more invested in others'
Others' life.
life than their own life,
Yeah.
which was not good at all. So nowadays people have developed and they focus more on themselves, which is a very good thing.
So, what is that one thing you would like to change about current legal system, or I would say, which is there in India, right? So, which you do not like, and you want it to be different.
A lot of things need to change in India, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think the main concern would be about women's safety and the rape cases that have been
Yeah.
going on. I mean, the victims don't get enough justice. Matlab, I don't know, like, what if it's related to the political party as such or not, but I think, like, I mean, I watched a video yesterday, a reel yesterday. There was this one guy in Surat. The Have you seen the video?
I think you were molesting someone on the street.
Yeah. And the
Yeah, yeah.
public, there were so many people, like they were beating him. Itne zyada people were there. Like they were like say usko खींच के they were taking him through the city. They were beating him, and police came and saved him. So I think that is how the aggression should be against.
Even in the Arjekar case, right? So she did not get justice. I mean, I don't know about the whole West Bengal. See, every person who is staying there, if I have gone individually and, I did speak to a couple of them, they are against it.
Yeah.
None of them, they told, ठीक है जस्टिस सही था उसके ऊपर एलिगेशन नहीं लगने चाहिए थी एंड ऑल दैट एवरीवन इज इन द फेवर ऑफ द विक्टिम ओनली
Yeah.
but still then there is no legal win, right? And that kind of, just think about her mother or, people actually, related to her. It is very weird for them. And I don't know if they're able to sleep because for us, we do not even know her personally, right? And it has like taken something out of us for sure. And especially I was in Delhi, right? So
Mhm.
I could see a lot of such things happening. But now it has got really better,
Better.
with the good this thing happening. So I think slowly, I mean, both the places somewhere, I think it's legally becoming better at few places where women are getting justice and all that, which looks at the empowerment. But like cases like this, it again makes you doubt the legal system. Right?
Exactly.
So you go back. So it's a spiral wheel. We come back, we go back there. And I mean, we don't understand what's happening actually.
But if you see, the justice wala process is so lengthy. Like it shouldn't take so much time. In the case of
I think there
Nirbhaya,
should be a delivery app, kind of a blanket, kind of a scenario to
They
such
should work
cases.
more on
yeah,
legal
no, I
system.
think they shouldn't be giving so much time. Like I think these should be some sort of like priority
No,
cases.
I think they do a lot of, take so much of time to influence the case. I have a very strong opinion on that. I don't know, there might be repercussions for me saying this, but then that's what I believe because that those timelines, right? That helps you do all the modulation that you can do in
Yeah,
the case.
exactly.
All the proof alteration, everything you can do, right? Because time and time plays a very major crucial role.
Yes.
No one is coming up and, ringing alarm on that. So, and we saw like recently, Raghav Chetta got banned from AAP because he was talking little sense. He's gone joined BJP. I don't know what people thought on that. I mean, I see a very funny memes coming on him. I do not know his thought process, but then what the ideology, what as a person he had, I still stand by the ideology. Because he was fighting battle for common people, their taxes, their money. If he's able to retain that, nothing like it.
Exactly. Yeah,
People are saying that he was faking it for the fame, but I
No,
don't
no,
know.
I don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, same.
I was so yeah.
In the first half.
But he was so much against BJP at first. Like recently.
See, when you're in opposition, I think that conversation अभी झगड़ा हुआ रहता है तो friend के बारे में भी बाद में बोलते हैं ऐसे कैसे कर सकती है and it was completely his career. He's a public figure. We don't know, right? So I think politics is I think something else. It's apart
I'll never
from
understand
logic,
it.
it's apart from any PhD that you can hold on any expertise.
Yeah, that's so right.
You will never get politics.
Yeah, you have mixed feelings about politics.
Yeah, and like you can never get into a overall country-wide conclusion that yes, so and so party is nice. Because you might have in say smaller region like TMC, or a smaller place, right? Say Thane, Mumbai. You know, you don't know what party is ruling, are they a nicer person? Even if it is a BJP, even if it is a Congress, it is a third party. You do not know. Yeah. You will never be able to say a white or a black kind of situation will never be there.
So true.
Politics always have two sides of coin.
Yeah. Right, right.
I mean, say every political party has something like
Some derogatory thing is
Yeah,
going
exactly.
on. Some
Merit,
dispute.
demerit everywhere.
Somewhere.
yeah, no one is like fully fair. Something or the other is.
So, so do you guys like have such conversation with your friends on politics?
Sometimes we do have.
Okay.
I do. I have very strong
She,
opinions, which I don't think I should be.
She is a political girly, and
Yeah, I'm a political girly. I have my strong opinions on politics.
Yeah, I also have like very, very strong opinion, and
Yeah.
because see, if you have one opinion, the other is definitely going to not support you.
Yeah.
They're against you, but then you have to make peace with it. Yeah, if it's opinion, and when we can share our mind out, I think that liberty we should
Yes.
Yeah.
get being in this legal system, which is not there. It is there by law, but then practically it's not
Practical
there.
is
Yeah.
not.
Right to speech, but yes, on what? People are so much against you.
Yeah,
Yes,
why? You
मतलब
never know. जिसके साथ if your what do you say, your ideology or your opinions on a match. Yeah.
people are all of a sudden against you because their ideology doesn't match with you. Which is very
Yeah.
weird, to be honest. You should always hear everyone's opinion.
Yeah, that is so right.
So we'll move to the next segment, which is more on mental health, right? So I think somewhere, the first heartbreak which I had, it was not a heartbreak, it was a friendship break. Yeah, right. Like that also hurts you to some extent, right? Where you're saying, "Yeah, my best friend hai," and then that person, she's not your best friend anymore, and she prioritizes someone else, and you feel that little ache in the heart, right?
Yeah. Happened to everyone, I think.
That happened to us at the
Yes.
age of.
I think when we were in 9th or 10th.
No, I'm talking about when you went to Chennai.
Oh.
We were in class 2. We were in
Yeah.
second class, second
We
floor.
met in first,
Yeah.
and then first and second we spent 2 years
Hmm.
together, and all of a sudden in third I got transferred to Chennai
Okay.
because of my father's job.
Transfer, yeah.
And she had no clue where I went,
Yeah, she just
anything.
went.
Like,
she just went.
we
She
didn't have
vanished.
much contact.
Contact, right.
She was living opposite of my society.
Yeah.
So it's not like we could meet on daily
Oh, this
basis.
girl just vanished. I was like,
Yes.
school में भी नहीं दिख रही. Where is she?
हाँ. And like in fourth, I returned back. So मैं ऐसे मिली. I was like, Gunjan, Gunjan, because I had a very struggling third standard. Okay, I didn't make many
Yeah.
friends, and there is a language barrier in Chennai, whatever you say. So it was very difficult for me to make friends. And I came back here, and I was like, hey, Gunjan, Gunjan. And fourth was hell for me. I was bullied a lot. And I thought I had one support sister, and she just ignored me.
Maybe she was heartbroken because
Yes.
you didn't tell her that you're moving to
I,
Chennai.
and guess what? I got to know about that reason now.
Oh my god! After so
No,
many years.
because I really thought that is she the same person or am I being mistaken? Like I was like, is she Amrita or is she some random girl? Like I actually I kind of forgot how she looked because ek saal I did not see. I did not have any photos. Now memory of a child. What can you say? Memory of a second standard, third standard kid. How would I? And I was like, is she actually Amrita? She came and she said hi, and I'm like, no, wait, I think she's someone else. And I was like, how can it be someone else? Why would she come up to me? And then I was
She
like,
didn't talk to me for 1 whole year, by the way.
Maybe subconsciously वो breakup ही था.
Yeah, that was
हाँ.
because because even I did not have many friends in school. Tabhi when we
Even-
both were.
Hmm.
And then in fifth standard, I think we did so much masti. It was
In fifth, we were all of a
bad.
sudden back together.
Yeah, we were like वापस से best friends until अब तक. Yeah, it has been like that. So
Yeah.
1 year gap then.
No, but don't you think like it's becoming difficult to make friends now? I mean, yeah, I barely have friends.
Yeah, it
So-
does happen because as you grow up, you get to see a lot of reality.
Yeah, and
amongst
you would
everyone.
want to protect yourself from
Yes.
all the people out
It's
there.
like
who are-
you see the other person, you don't like the way they behave with you, and all of a sudden you don't want to make friends.
yeah.
So I think it's important to protect your peace than make friends. The smaller the circle, the better for you.
Yeah, that is so right.
And I think we are also like little more sensitive now. That's what even I like creating boundaries because what happens is you lend a little bit of yourself, and then that one instant when you feel like you're being used, or even if it is in your own head, right? Even the Samya wala person is not doing so. वो एक when that doubt starts clicking in. I think now, not earlier it used to happen, but then now all that speculation is there in my mind. Should I be friends? What if I just allow, if I help her now, is she gonna be bank a lot on me? How will I be able to cater to that? And I'm a person who's like good one on one, maybe max two. But then if you put me in a safe group of 10, 15 people, the 15th person would be me, like not talking, not giving inputs, and वो काफी डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. एंड मैं ऐसे भी है कि when you're like meeting someone, calling someone, I want to give 100% attention to that person. I cannot do those small talks and just walk. I would like to know everything about you. What happened? क्या रहा? कितने दिन कहाँ थे? क्या हुआ नहीं हुआ? So all that is something which I don't know. But then I have started creating boundaries a little bit. That yeah, I think it's a preventive layer rather than protecting. I think I prevent it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Boundaries
it
are
go.
very important because you give yourself too much, then people will take advantage of you.
Yeah, the more you give access to people about your life, now they get points
Yes.
about your life, like,
Mhm.
and they might use those against you in future.
Exactly.
So,
So that's why I would say
yeah,
protect
it is
your
important
peace.
to gatekeep your life.
Very much, very much. I second that, and anyone take it like I think with parents also that little boundary is important.
Very
Yeah,
important.
With your siblings, it's very important. Even with your partner, it's
Partner.
very important. Like, see, if you start sharing too much, right? So they get to know a lot about you. Then they say, "I know everything about you," and then there is
the bad
the
con.
mystery fact is not there. And then I don't know psychologically the way they function or what it is, but then that's what they start. And they know all about. There's no fun fact left about you. Right? I think especially in the marriages, when you get, I think that little gist about you should keep it to yourself. And keep revealing it every now and then. This is also you. This is also you. Right.
You can never know a person fully.
Yeah, because they keep on changing with time.
Right. Right.
Like you might not be the same person you were a year ago.
Yeah. Not even a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. And it's very important you understand people do change.
Yeah,
Right.
You can't expect the same all the time.
yeah, that's
But
good.
I think few things should be intact. I don't know why. I think being loyal to the person, even if the person is changing, is the nastiest place in their head. They might be, but then they'll come back. Let's be nice and loyal to them at least.
Loyal is the fundamental of any relationship.
Right. Even in friendship, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everywhere. It's not just about those love relationships, but then otherwise also.
I think luckily I got really nice friends because I have a very small group of friends and everyone knows everyone actually. She knows all
Yeah.
my friends. The rest of my friends know her. So it's like that.
But I was like little different. I did not like sharing my friends.
Okay.
I mean, I used to feel a lot jealous. I used to be like, will I be like little less important now? I don't like to share my friends. And I was vocal about it.
Oh.
And someday, and then my friends used to like hide and then meet the other person. I used to see them someday. I was like, okay, did you cheat me? Cheat on me because of this or ये वो कहते नहीं तो दोस्त ही तो है अरे नहीं दोस्त नहीं है दोस्त तुम सिर्फ मेरे हो. Yeah, so I was very possessive about my friends, and eventually now I see that it's the other way around. I'm the most chill and relaxed and like and now they are more closer to me, right? Before then they don't feel that grip that I have. So they also like feel like talking to me. There's no control, there's no filter. So that's why.
I mean, that should be the comfort place.
Yeah.
As a friend, like, yeah.
So I'll just go a little off the topic. I see a lot of horror podcasts coming in, religion talks there in the market. Right? You just go to YouTube. The highest number of subscribers are there on either on your horror podcast or on something which is religious. So how's your alignment on the religion? And then I'll come to the next question.
Like my beliefs, are you talking
Yeah.
about? I'm pretty much spiritual. I am fully spiritual. You can say, yeah, I believe in God. I believe in my God. I'm a God-fearing woman, and
I'm the opposite.
yeah,
Like, I don't have many belief or anything, but I believe that you should always do good and you'll get good in return. Like,
yeah,
karma.
karma. She believes in
And
karma.
manifestation is also true in some aspects. So, other than that, I don't have many beliefs, or spirituality is a no for me because it's always been pressurized on me since childhood. So, I've always went against it.
It's just you reject
Yes.
happens. But then I think I am a very, very spiritual person.
I think we have had this talk that day. Yeah.
So I do, I mean, yeah, maybe, once you might will also come to that position and situation like you said, right? My brother was also like this, मुझे कुछ belief नहीं है, सिर्फ सही करते हैं, let's see how it goes. But then I see totally opposite of him. So, he's all into spirituality. He really does mantra chants and all that. Yeah. Okay, so he got in there. So I also got like couple of real, where, I was like really caught up and, and I had no one to help me out. And I saw that, something just open for me. So I give that to my, I mean, Bhagwan, jisko bhi aap pray karte ho. Yeah, whatever whatever you believe in. But then yes, I believe that, do good. Even if you're not doing good, your intention should be right. Yeah. I mean, doing good, I don't know, it might become bad to someone else, your thought somewhere. But if your intent is right, I think you're solved.
Yeah, that is true. That is
That
true.
is right.
At least the self guilt won't sustain you. I mean, वो गंदा तो नहीं सोचा था ना करने का.
हो गया ठीक
हो
है
गया तो ठीक है.
हाँ सोचा नहीं था
I
ऐसा
believe spirituality is something that comes to you on its own.
Right.
yeah it did
Example of
come
your
to-
brother.
yeah it
So-
same it happened with me. I
Yeah.
think it happened with me not two, I think 3 years ago, when I was like, no, I really मतलब because it was never actually been imposed on me from my parents were like ये अच्छा ठीक है. We used to do puja, everything. मेरे घर पे रोज पूजा होता है, and but it was never like ये करना ही है तुमको. There was no such hard and fast rules on me. So when I started to know more, तो interest बढ़ जाता है. And then I was like,
Hmm.
no, I can actually connect. I can
Maybe the form of worship also, right? Yeah. Usually, if you're not understanding it, if you're not taught to understand, what does it mean, what you're doing, I think it makes no sense. But if you're like thought through the process, this you are doing for this reason, and this is the reason,
Then it's more
then it's more fun and you get a
Interesting,
high.
yes.
It's like if someone is talking in front of me in Japanese, I would definitely, अगर मुझे language आता then I can, maybe respond back and hear the signs and understand, right? So that's for sure. So I'll go a little off track. So, like, do you guys watch horror stories and?
I love horror.
She loves horror. She's a horror maniac. She comes over at my place and she's like,
But do you believe in it? Like,
No, I'm not exactly
not
like
really witnessed it, so I don't.
but I do believe that if there are good spirits, then there are definitely
Yeah.
evil spirits.
like the negative and positive
Yes.
energy. So,
But I love horror.
she's a horror maniac. I'm telling you, she is mad. She comes over, she's like horror देख रहा है. I'm like, we can watch something funny ना रात को horror क्यों देख रहा है? She's like, no horror देख रहा है ना वो.
I don't know, it gives me a thrill.
it's a thrill. Even I like it, but then, but I'm like really scared.
Yeah, I need to watch it with someone. I can't watch it alone.
And I watch it alone as well.
Oh my god, I can't even during the night. Even if I'm alone in the daytime, I don't watch it. Yeah. But if someone is there, what I'll do is like keep the volume to zero and just read the subtitles. Yeah. So that's I can do. Okay, so I think we will conclude it. So, did you guys enjoy the conversation? Yeah.
Yes, I read a lot.
So, did you find like I was relevant a little bit on the understanding?
No, we hope that you enjoy talking to
Yes.
us.
I did, definitely, I did. So, thank you, Gunjan. Thank you,
Thank
Amrita.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you.
so much.
Bye-bye.